the king so that you trade the queens and the game. That's why Hans plays this move, preventing that from happening. But now Sam Shankland, rook b7. Sam Shankland, not too shabby. Still going for counterplay. Still understanding that while he's attacking, he can, he can attack himself. Bishop h4, putting some pressure. And now white has this opportunity to trade the queens. Queen g4 check. He plays it. Takes. Bishop g4. Rook f1. Finally, Hans cashes in on his attack. Rook e1 is incoming. The best move here for white is bishop e6. King d2 is second best. Bishop e6 at least tries to put some pressure. He plays it. Rook e1 check. And now you need to choose. Do you play king d2 or king c2? Which move? King d2 makes no sense. Why? Well, because why would you allow the pawn to move forward with a check? And it's getting closer to queening. Nope, just kidding. That's exactly what you should do. Because king c2 loses. Tough to understand the difference. It's very, very subtle, but you need to stay close to the king. That's it, to the rook. You have to play king d2. And if e3, king d3. It's very, very subtle. Now, Hans Niemann can give a check and go here. And he wins the game. That's it. All he has to do is defend the f7 pawn. Why? Because this pawn is not as important as now you advance, and your rook and bishop are at a perfect distance to promote. You're playing rook here and taking. You're playing e2 check, which is just going to win the game on the spot in a move, because you have all sorts of discovered attacks, and this pawn is weak. You had to put the king on d3. Subtle difference, and sometimes these beautiful attacking games do end in devastating fashion, simply going into an endgame. And now this game is over, because rook e6, and black preserves his final pawn. Can you believe it? One pawn is the difference. You launch this insane attack on your opponent, sacrifice the rook, sacrifice the bishop, pry the king out into the open, and the game ends because you simply keep one pawn on the board, and that wins you the game. Why does it win you the game? Because you're going to win the other pawns, and then you're going to promote your own pawn. This pawn's falling, that pawn's falling, this pawn's going to become a queen. Hans Niemann wins a crazy game in